Roma's historic district sits on the steep sandstone bluffs overlooking the northern banks of the Rio Grande and the U.S.-Mexico border. While it's known as a prime spot for bird watchers, its rich history truly makes this South Texas town an international treasure. Roma was settled by Spanish colonists from Mexico in 1765. As the furthest point inland for steam navigation on the Rio Grande, it became a booming trade post. But when the railroad came, business dried up. Today, Roma is in the heart of the binational historical corridor called Los Caminos del Rio, which runs along both sides of the river. The town's unique intersection of cultures is reflected everywhere, from the people who live there to the buildings they live in. Efforts to preserve many of these structures have been ongoing. In total, 38 properties make up the historic district. Many bear the craftsmanship of Heinrich Portscheller, a German master brick mason who settled in the area in 1883. Portscheller's taste is shown in the fine brickwork, rectangular columns made of local molded brick, and the use of wrought iron balconies, borrowed from the trends of New Orleans. The Manuel Guerra store, dating back to 1884, is a prime example of Portscheller's design. These elements, combined with indigenous materials and flat roofs, create an architectural scene uniquely suitable to the South Texas town. Over time, Portscheller's style influenced neighboring buildings. The 15-block historic district includes commercial and residential buildings, churches, as well as a bridge connecting the city to its neighbor across the border, Ciudad Miguel Alemán. They are part of what's been called a living catalog of Roma's architectural history, one that stands as a stunning example of late 19th century architecture, blending European elegance with borderland style.
Funding for The Shape of Texas is provided by Texas Society of Architects and by a grant from Humanities Texas, the state affiliate of the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Summerlee Foundation of Dallas, Texas.